track maintenance for CN, but was a plow foreman previously. He gives us a first-hand account of this unusual experience.
My most memorable experience while plowing snow as a foreman go back to March 1971 when we were ordered on the forest subdivision with 3 GP9 units and plow 55397. We had experienced several rains prior to that trip and cold weather. The drifts had ice in the bottom of them, and as we approached mileage 10, we ran into problems with heavy cut. We had made 2 attempts to get through, and on the 3rd attempt we had backed out close to a half a mile, and we were making our 3rd run. And when we came into contact with the heavy snow again, our plow became airborne. Interesting to say, many of the citizens that in the area, farm people, etc., were out there with still cameras, motion picture cameras, etc. So when we hit that drift again, we became airborne. The plow, I understand, went a distance of about 45 feet in the air. Our front trucks remained in contact with the rail, and our rear trucks came to about a 25-foot level, broke loose, and dropped onto the front end of the leading unit. This cleaned most of the front end right off the leading unit, and we then tipped over with the bottom of the plow facing the unit and came back down, and with that then the leading unit had struck us in the bottom, threw the plow over on its side in the ditch. So when everything became quiet, and the first that I knew then, my mate was hollering at me, "Get up, Murray, get up." And I remarked to him, I said, if you would just step off of me. He had ended up right on top of me. I said, if you would just step off of me, maybe I could get up. I was in a very precarious position. My head was down under my right thigh. And for a minute there, he thought possibly that I had been decapitated, but we came out of that quite well. And when you think back on it, and possibly right at the time, that we as a crew hadn't really ever volunteered or signed up for any space exploration, but it sure felt like somebody fired up the rockets and we sure took off. Really, we were very fortunate that we didn't have any serious injuries. On occasions like that, it makes you feel somebody's really looking after you.
Here's a final look at a plow extra near the 1971 wreck site of Granton, Ontario.